Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bummer Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfella of Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you, get 18% off. We out.
All right, I bless y'all with some good shit today from all over, man. NFL, music, entertainment. But this is probably going to be the most popular video today. Floyd Mayweather tells Terrence Crawford and other young fighters and Errol Spence to stop chasing Manny Pacquiao and let Manny Pacquiao pick and choose his opponents, and that great fighters fight other great fighters and the young guys should be fighting the young guys. Shout out to Dr. Bleak for sending that to me in our group chat. And then the plug came in. He got some people asked me what Crawford was going to do, and y'all seen the Sean Porter, Keith Thurman video. It's going to have a correlation to Terrence Crawford. So let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Like I said, man, I appreciate everybody that support the channel, but I'm not taking no disrespect from you boxing niggas. I'll tell you that, you getting blocked. Off rip. I'm in the blocking mood, bro. You know what I'm saying? So any of these dudes trying to play both sides to put my name in the video or talking bad about me on another channel, I see it. It's going to be Block City, bitch. Block City, bitch. And don't ask me to unblock nobody. If I blocked you personally, don't ask me to unblock you. And that's on God, man. But, yeah, let's talk about what Floyd said, and then we get into the Crawford, what's next for Crawford and kind of how that correlates to Sean Porter. But, and Keith Thurman, excuse me. Yeah, Floyd did a phone interview and Ben Thompson chopping it up. I got to give credit where credit is due. I ain't always been a fan of Fight Hype, but Ben Thompson doing, but this is some great interviews that Ben doing. Ben usually do pretty good interviews, and he asks a tough question, so you got to give credit where credit is due to Ben Thompson. But, you know, he told the young fighters to stop chasing Pacquiao. If Pacquiao want to fight you, then you handle your business, but they should be chasing each other. And it seemed like Floyd, man, he got the right mindset, but does he truly articulate it behind or put it in motion behind the scenes? Because the hierarchy of Premier Boxing Champions, they go Floyd and Al Heyman are equals, and then Sylvia, you know, Tim Smith, Sam Watson, and then the next tier of people run you know, the situation, run the company. So if Floyd really want to see the young fighters fight the young fighters, he need to be in Al Heyman's ear saying, hey, Al, man, they milking us dry. It's time to make the biggest and the best fights. But it just seemed like Al Heyman just want to keep it in a bubble. And if one fighter don't want to fight, he not going to force the fighter to make the fight. It was talks. I think Ronnie Boy Fresh told me that they had, shout out to him, he told me that they had forced Adrian Broner to fight Sean Porter. Well, we need more of that. You know what I'm saying? I just got the word. I know y'all seen the Benavidez video earlier. If you haven't, the Duck video, I heard that Benavidez is pricing himself out from Caleb Plant. He coming up with excuse after excuse for the fight. All right, it's something I didn't say in the video. It came out later. But they need to start making these dudes fight for whatever money they getting paid for. That's just plain and simple. They need to be making these dudes fight the best opponents. You know, everybody want Pacquiao, from Keith Thurman again to Sean Porter to Danny Garcia to Errol Spence to Terrence Crawford. The list goes on and on, when they should just be all fighting each other. If you look at it, you know, from Al Heyman and Floyd Mayweather PBC point of view, motherfucker, you got 10 fighters that can possibly beat Bud. Bud got to be perfect on 10 nights to beat all your fighters. Name them: Errol Spence, Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, Ugas, your Dennis, Sergey Lipinets. You still got Omar Figueroa. You still got Josito Lopez. You still got Adrian Broner. You know what I'm saying? The list goes on and on with the fighters that they do got over there at the welterweight division. Victor Ortiz talking about he want to come back. That's 10. Madonna talking about coming back. That's 11. You know what I'm saying? I heard Lucas Matisse wanted to come back, even though he got sent back to Golden Boy, part of that deal that Oscar De La Hoya and Al Heyman had. They got all these fighters. You got at least 10 opponents that you can send over there. Andre Berto. They got 13 to 15 welterweights they can send over there to take that WBO belt, but they ain't tried it yet. Only people Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford should be chasing, and Keith Thurman should be chasing, is each other. Them the only people they should be chasing. Everybody else, I'm not worried about Danny. I'm not worried about Sean. He had his chance. Them three should be chasing each other, and that's it. If they fight 2 or 3 times at 47-54, so be it. It's going to be great for the fans. A loss ain't shit. Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, and Keith Thurman still could be the shit after a loss. Sean Porter just got a loss versus Errol Spence, and his stock ain't been this high in his whole career. Even after big wins over Devin Alexander and Paulo Malignaggi, he ain't never rode this high. He done lost again and again and again. And it ain't shit. Him and Kenny shake it off. You know, stop chasing Manny fucking Pacquiao. If Pacquiao want to fight you and you willing and able to fight him, then, like Floyd say, handle that business. All these young fighters should be chasing each other. Ain't no reason why Errol Spence and Keith Thurman shouldn't be going on a second fight right now. Ain't no point that Terrence and Errol Spence shouldn't have already fought. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no reason why Danny and Sean fought 2 years too late. You know, Keith Thurman and Sean Porter should be on a trilogy right now. He's exactly right, but you got to just question how much power do he got over there. Or do he this is his face card, but, you know, and then when he get behind the scenes and he is down. He ain't speaking, he ain't preaching the same shit he preaching to the choir. He sound like a real fan. He sound like a real new media member. This is what I've been saying for a long time. Don't go out there and beg. Put yourself in a position where they got to see you. That's all you got to do. Put yourself in a position where they got to fight you. But you can't do that if you don't have the people that's willing to dance with you. Errol Spence feels some type of way because Keith ain't get him a shot. So he going to treat Terrence the same way. What do we call that in everyday life? What do they call that in church? What they call that in your household? It's a hypocrite. But people going to justify hypocritical things and justify bullshit and justify dirty shit because it's in their favor. Can't nobody keep it 100. Nobody. You know, I can see clarity. I can see it clearly. Because I ain't no fan of none of these dudes, man. My favorite fighters all retired or dead. You know what I'm saying? The Aaron Pryor's, the Salvador Sanchez's, the Larry Holmes, the Muhammad Ali's, the Mike Tyson's, the Roy Jones Jr. You know what I'm saying? All my favorite fighters, they gone. Or retired. They didn't handle their business. The Riddick Bowes, the Evander Holyfields, they didn't handle theirs. You know, people say, you don't like this guy because of that guy. Man, I'm not even cut like that. There's just some weird niggas on the internet, bro. It's a lot of weird dudes, man. I just never seen as many weird dudes sit up and watch somebody's video and get mad about their opinion. Like, dude, if you ain't got no life, bro, before I get mad over another nigga opinion, nigga, I'm gonna go stick my dick in some coochie, bro. Off rip. For real talk. Or I'm gonna go take the dogs for a jog or shoot a jump shot, some shit. But yeah, man, I'm gonna tell you this situation, then we can skirt, get off here, man. I heard that they trying to do Keith Thurman and Sean Porter too, because they don't want Sean Porter to cross the street and fight Terrence Crawford. Crawford want to fight Sean Porter and Kell Brook next. I don't know if they changed Terrence Crawford's mind. Let him know with the pandemic going on, there won't be no fans in there, and we got to do this ballroom or studio type fight. And he accepted it, and he know he 233 this year, that he got to get in while he can. What Too Short say? Get it while you can. But yeah, man, he want to fight Sean Porter. You know, that's his preference, and then Kell Brook. But PBC is trying to prevent that from happening. Remember, it was a rumor going out there that PBC said that, or they came out and said they wouldn't let Sean Porter cross the street and fight Bud. And all of a sudden, they reneging on that. Top Rank is making an offer to Sean Porter. It must be a damn good offer. Now, it sounds like Al Heyman. This came from PBC. It sounds like Al Heyman is paying Sean Porter to, fight Keith Thurman in a non-title fight. And they going to probably try to match the offer that Top Rank is sending him over there. So, Crawford ain't got no choice but to fight Kell Brook. So, behind the scenes, he pushing for the Sean Porter fight. And I guess Sean Porter pushing for the fight, but Al Heyman is saying, nope. He's saying no. He said, we're not doing that right now, and we're going to do Keith Thurman versus Sean Porter. So this is right here. This is the first thing when I heard this that showed me that Al Heyman he can make these motherfuckers fight each other. He got the money, he got the finances and the resources, he got the power to make these dudes, to make the fights we want to see. If he can force fucking Sean Porter and Keith Thurman to fight each other, why he ain't never forced Keith Thurman to fight Errol Spence? If he could pay for Erickson Lubin to keep being the WBC mandatory, why the fuck he can't just pay for Keith Thurman to be the mandatory? Him and Errol Spence could fight after Spence fight Danny Garcia if they don't do that. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way of the world, man. See, when these dudes try to make offers, like I read last night on the stream at the end when I kind of gave the rumor mill, check the live stream we did last night. When I did the live stream last night, I told you dudes, they want Charlo to fight Benavidez because, you know, they don't want Charlo to fight the zone middleweights. They don't want him to cross the street. So Al Heyman is paying his fighters extra, or trying to keep his fighters from giving us the best fights. You know, I know Jamal Charlo and the Charlos, they hear everything motherfuckers say, and they sensitive. They emotional, and that's cool. I ain't knocking them. When motherfuckers say something, you supposed to feel some type of way. You want to prove them wrong as athletes. That's what drove Michael Jordan. If y'all don't watch The Last Dance, check my Last Dance reviews. You know, that's what drove him. I'm not mad at the Charlo twins. I just speak my truth on them. My truth, not saying, you know, but real talk. They looking bad in public opinion because Al Heyman don't want to let them fight who they want to fight. You say, okay, man, we got a deal over. Top Rank sent me a good deal. I might take it. Then here come Al. You know, oh, we can make the Keith Thurman fight, and we can pay you, you know, more than that to stay over here and fight. So y'all keep defending this dude, man. You know, Al Heyman remind me of Obama. You know, they keep defending Obama, but Obama ain't did shit for black people. But smile and give out false hope. When he was elected president, you know, a lot of people, that was some of their happiest days. I was going to an HBCU, it was a whole fucking party on the campus. But, you know, 8 years after, you look at the aftermath, and what did we get? Are we in the same position? Only thing we got off Obama becoming president, and I don't even want to get into it, only thing we got out of Obama becoming president was, you know, the white people electing Donald Trump out of fucking hatred and malice, or America. You got some raccoons that voted for him too. Arab and, you know, white. I'm an Arab, black, and Chinese, and, you know, Koreans that voted for him and went against the grain. And some Mexicans did too, went against the grain and put him in there. All we got was, you know, a guy in Donald Trump that, you know, created a lot of chaos and a lot of race baiting across the country. That's the only thing the only thing we really got out of it was false hope and false you can be what you want to be. And then we got Donald Trump, which was, you know, was payback for, that's the word I was looking back, payback for Obama. So he ain't bearing nothing but malice and false hope, man. But that's kind of like Al Heyman. Everybody look at Al Heyman as like the Black Jesus of boxing or something like that, and everybody think he making all these black moves, but Al Heyman just making green moves, and he just making spike moves, and he got a way to feel spiteful, man. After all these dudes tried to double, triple team him, he was willing to work with Oscar, and Oscar fucked the company up by doing some weird shit. He was willing to work with Bob Arum. Bob Arum got him kicked off of Top Rank. You know, he supposed to feel some type of way. And you know what? I ain't knocking him from a business standpoint of view. I ain't knocking him from a real nigga standpoint of view. Do you? But as a boxing fan, you know, even as a media member, I'm not knocking him. I can just, you know, just leave that out and make him seem bad. Keep doing what you're doing. But from a boxing fan standpoint, I just don't like it. That's the only standpoint I can't understand it. I want to see the best fight the best. But I understand boxing, basketball, NFL, all that shit ain't gonna never be the same as when I was a kid or a teenager. And I gotta accept that. But at the end of the day, that don't mean that I ain't gonna keep comparing it to it. I'm not curving no scales, man. But hey, it is what it is, man. And you know, this is what they choosing to do. I fully understand it. I fully accept it. But as a boxing fan, I just don't like it. You know what I'm saying? But hey, you know, basically somebody, you know, fucked your wife, you know, you gonna forgive them and do business with them? Hell no, you probably not gonna forgive them and do business with them. You probably gonna want to put a bullet in their head. And that's kind of, you know, how Al Heyman look at it. You know, he tried to show love. He tried to work with Eddie Hearn and get Eddie Hearn fighters championships. He tried to work with Bob Arum. Bob Arum staked him and got kicked off of HBO. He tried to show De La Hoya a better way, and De La Hoya didn't want to listen or nothing like that. So Hey, it is what it is, man. Let me know what you guys think. Goodfellas Sports TV. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out if you got business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video question. You want to chop it up. Twitter is the fastest way. Want to make a donation to the channel? Cash App, PayPal, description. Best way to donate is share the videos. Y'all know what the business is. One time for the one time. Goodfellas Sports TV. Let me know what you guys think about the video. I'll link that Ben Thompson Fight High video with Floyd in the description under source link. One time for the one time. We done.